And SPANA, in the process of his activity, try to introduce the education program for the children associated, and also the donkey owner and user, just because sometimes it is not owner use the animal. They can borrow it or they can use it and to give for someone to work and to have some income with. It is, we need also to take in account every single element in link with owner, sometimes user, because it is car driver, just, or the boys and people who are working with animals also, you know, in this process also animals are very suffering. And in the SPANA activity, well, SPANA is, as David said before, the Society of the Protection of Animals Abroad, from it is English Britain charity organization, and we are working with since 1997 to try to improve this situation, starting with animals working in the rubbish dump of the first hand, and little by little also to come to the villages where animals are many used for many transportation, and now we are working in the both area, in the city and also by mobile clinic to go far and to help people who need for the animal protection, animal care, and also some sensitization for that. And in the process, SPANA provide the free veterinary care for working animals, poorest people. It is, you know, education for the changing attitude of people toward animals in general, and working animals in particularly, because as I said, sometimes it is very neglect animal. They play a big role, but they are neglect. Can you understand that? Difficult, really, for people. But I think the way of the traditional thinking also it play the role, because the use of this kind of animal is very clear. We don't need to think, not just to see, you can understand everything. They do everything, okay? And to try to improve the situation of the donkey in general through the owner education, we think about two ways. I said the first is the donkey working on the rubbish down collection, on the rubbish collection. It is another kind of work, another kind of problem a little bit, and also in the villages where they are working hard, yes, but the situation is little different. They need to improve, they need to understand more, but the situation is a little different. We try to improve the life time of donkey working there, because for adult donkey working in this situation 8 months, I think it is very difficult to accept, absolutely. Like it is animal, yes, some of them in the village can live for 8 years, 10 years, and here just they start to work there, less than 1 year, it is died. That was a big problem, and we try to improve the situation and to establish some method of the work. Working on animals in the veterinary care, yes, and also to try to give some education for user and also owner to try maybe to change something in the time. And for SPANA strategy, we have the 3 T, we said, commonly, to treat. To treat, it is through free veterinary care, giving for working animals, donkey and also horses, and camel also in the north part of the country. Camel also are very using for traction and for draw to treat. We have a SPANA center in the Bamako city, and we have some hospitalization facility for donkeys to keep there and to do some treatment until they recover and to come back to home. And we have a mobile clinic running around the city and around the countryside also to provide a veterinary care where the access is little difficult. It is with treatment. To teach, as I said, the education way we need to start to work on the future generation as children from school or other children to have to change his view and the attitude toward animals and to understand the importance of animals in the different way, economically, environmentally, and also behavior and everything. Yes, and also for veterinary technician or veterinary student also to give some skill of knowledge about working animals, because mainly in the curricula it is also neglected, but it's difficult to understand. And people coming in the field as a young vet, any understanding about donkey disease and approach of donkey behavior, what is very difficult. If in this situation it is not acceptable, it is also the problem. And SPANA try also to correct the things, but a huge of people. It is difficult to get every single body. We do as we can. Sometime we can do something. We can change a small group. We can change a small thing, but it need to take many time to do. That is like the training of veterinary technician and thing, and to have some skill about working donkey, absolutely, because difficult to know what is the reason for the institution, for the school teaching, not to have enough of veterinary science on working animal, like horses and donkeys and also camel. It is mainly cow and sheep and goat and poultry. Why? Because this area is more, I think, monetary. It is possible. You can trade one donkey, 2, 3, what the owner can pay you. Anything. Yes, and over is industry. It is milk. It is a poultry egg. It is something. It is also can be maybe play the role, but we try also to motivate them to be involved very well on the working animal also situation, because it is very important and it is get more and more importance in the country. It is not acceptable for a student or for new graduate to not take part of this, to involve in this situation. Okay, just I explained the situation for the rubbish collection, and I said you can see donkey life expectancy mostly 8 months. It is maximum, because we had also 4. It is very bad. In the rural area, it is things different tasks. I think it is less problematic. It is a small video showing animal and pulling the load on the top of the rubbish dump, very big in the Bamako city. But we try to do some evaluation of this kind of work, to work specifically with the car driver and donkey owner, because in the organization they have some cooperative group who are working in this in the rubbish collection. They conclude some agreement with the municipality and to be involved on the rubbish collection, and they have a group of a leader and some other people working with, and also car driver. This is many people involved in this work. And the side of education and training, we keep some of them to do some training to do some improvement of harness and animal feeding, and also the respect of animal labor time and something like. Yes, it is difficult, but we try to explain them the benefit of that, and we get some of them and to do the work for a few times and to see what happened, what will change in this way.